Here we are again.
Again.
Somebody forgot to press record.
We had a whole podcast.
First of all, we had our best podcast ever.
And it's
entertaining, funny, witty. We're all together finally. Probably an hour and 10 minutes. We talked about Game of Thrones new show, Breaking Bad. We talked about we were hysterically laughing. Tanya was holding it together because I could not. I kept laughing, and
you all would not believe she was a real G.
She kept it going. And I could not even talk. We talked about all the people.
The moon.
We talked about poop.
No.
Toilet tissue.
Oh yeah, we did talk about the toilet.
A whole thing about toilet tissue and brilliant podcast. But you know what? That's what happens in life sometimes. But we can remember that though. That'd be good. We gotta remember that.
Yeah.
That was good. Okay.
All right. That's a pop.
Anyway, so recap.
Mm-hmm.
I guess we'll go with Lindy and Miguel.
Lindy and Miguel. None of us trust Miguel. Lindy's a little over the top with the
insurance.
It's only been two weeks to ask for the insurance, and then the name. He needs to slow his roll with the name. 2 weeks.
Ridiculous.
Calm down for all of them. I don't really like him. She's kind of whatever. Well, that's that, right?
Yeah. And she's hypocritical, like I said in our unrecorded podcast.
And then Morgan and Ben, he's really cheap as shit.
And he's not going to change. He'll only get worse as he gets to his goals of retirement.
He needed someone parsimonious. No, that's parsimonious.
Yes. What does parsimonious mean?
Means like, cheap.
He likes to use big words.
Oh, Georgetown.
So then listen. Mm-hmm. So then they're not going to work. They don't seem to gel naturally. It doesn't seem to work for me.
Well, like I said, he wants his mother.
Mm-hmm.
He wants someone exactly like his mother, and he's going to forever be going back to his mom and involving her, which I think is going to be problematic. And he's always going to look at women. His mother's going to be, the threshold. It's like, okay, I need a woman like this. And she's not it, because she's too much of an alpha for him. I'm not saying that that's a bad thing, but it is for him. They're not going to last. He's not going to say yes to her. I already know he ain't looking at her for the long haul.
I know she has issues. I just can't remember what they are right now. I feel like she has a lot of emotional baggage issue kind of things. It seems like she's maybe over anxious about things.
She's never lived with someone.
Okay.
And she's got daddy issues.
Yeah, she has those issues.
And she wanted to remember someone come home and not bother her after work.
Is she the only child?
Yeah, I think so. Oh, no.
She has a sister.
She has a sister.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just get that what I said before.
Mm-hmm.
Then we have Mitch and
Andrea.
Kristen. Andrea.
And how Mitch was a freak. You all thought he was a freak.
Yeah.
And then talk about you should know better to clean your dirty.
He should know better. He's 41 years old. He should not. You shouldn't be married. He shouldn't be getting married. Look, I'm sorry. You should know the basics of cleaning your house and your stove and your bathtubs and all that shit.
They don't have to.
I don't understand. Well, if you don't have to, that's fine. You live alone. I live alone, but I just like a clean environment.
Yeah, but in that situation, living by himself, he said, "Oh."
But he's just makes him a slob.
That made it bad. Not that if you want to have your house like that, that's fine.
Yeah.
But you knew somebody was coming over.
That part.
And you knew your. To me, that shows a level of not caring.
Maybe he did clean up his bedroom and didn't have time.
Then that's probably the only important room he thinks there is.
Maybe.
I'm sorry. His whole house was in disarray. On top of it, that was disgustingly dirty, and I'm sorry, I didn't like it.
She's gonna stay with him. She's gonna stick with. Stand by her, man.
Yep.
She's going to stick right there with him. She got patience.
But he knows enough, I think, to do enough of what she asks.
Yeah, but now that they're together. Yeah, but before, he had no one telling him to clean up his thing.
Oh, okay.
No one's telling him to clean up your fucking stove. He's like, okay, you're right, I should. But
yeah, but then
why?
What if he was dating and bringing somebody back to that mess?
He's obviously not doing that well if it's been 8 years.
I don't know. One thing I wanted to bring up though, that like she's taking. Why does she feel like she has to, full disclosure, the whole ex-fiance thing, that story, like she kept telling other people, like I've dated other people, and every time I told them the story, it's like they changed or what have you. Look, you didn't marry the man. People get cheated on every day. So if someone's going to ask me, how come if I meet them and we're starting to date, oh, what happened with your last relationship that didn't work? It just didn't work out. Or if he cheated, just say he cheated. You don't have to get into the specificities of...
Were you ever engaged before? What are you going to say? Well, yeah, kind of. Well, why didn't it work out? Well,
he cheated.
Period. End of story. You don't have to go into the full disclosure of the girl call.
But that's like 4 or 5 steps that you have to get to.
What do you mean?
If somebody
say, "Oh, have you ever been married?"
He's like, "Yeah."
I was a fiance.
Right.
Okay, so
what happened?
That's a conversation.
That's what I'm saying, though.
So what do you mean? Like that's like 4 or 5 steps. That's like
it's still 4 or 5 steps to get to
in the conversation.
Her being okay with. Let me tell you what happened.
But there's only if someone asks.
And yeah, but I'm not. That's easy. It's not like it's an easy way to ask someone. Keep asking that question where she's like, if she's telling all of her ex whatever, whenever she's asked that question, she has to go into it because they make her go into it.
Her ex.
Yes. Do you understand what I'm saying? You said she's telling everybody their business all the time about her ex. What happened to her?
I would tell you that no, she shouldn't have to.
She shouldn't have to. I think in a real world scenario, she shouldn't have to. But obviously, because it's TV, that the producers and all of them are making them, you got to tell the whole story and go into it 100%. Whereas me, in a real world situation, I don't have to tell you. Like, you can ask, what happened in your last relationship? Or have you ever been married? Yes, I've been married. I'm now divorced. Don't ask you if you ask me what happened in your marriage, it just didn't work out. Or if I wanted to disclose, he cheated or whatever, I would just say that and keep it moving.
I don't think a woman would ever just say that without having some sort of story behind that shit.
I think
you gotta. If you say no, I just married. That's it. I'd be like, why is she fucking telling me what happened? Because most women would be like, well, he just explained to you why not. But if you go, nope. Wow, whatever. Oh, I killed him. I spent 5 years in jail. What else? You married? Yep. Okay. Well, what happened? Oh, he shot me in the foot. He had an argument. Shot me in the foot. Then I got diabetes. They took my foot.
They amputated the foot.
So don't ask the question. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but what if it's like a first date?
Ask you about your fucking foot.
I'm saying, if you are in a situation where, like, if you say to a woman, "Have you ever been married?" and she says, "Yep," divorced.
That's what I would say.
That's what I would do.
Yep.
And they would say, "Oh, if they really want, if you're in a relationship," and they say, "Well, what happened?"
Well, usually if somebody say, "Have you ever been married?" I'm like, "Divorced." I don't even say "yeah," but say divorced.
Yeah.
And then no one ever asks you a follow up like, "So what happened?"
Sometimes people say, what happened. Other times people don't give a fuck.
Yeah. Especially, here's the thing. Like on a first date.
If you said to me, "That's it,"
I would say that's
nope.
it. But if you
just said,
I'd say yes.
Have you been married? Yep.
Divorce.
Oh, okay. So I'm gonna just take that. Something must have happened.
Okay.
I could not if a woman just said it. Have you been? If I said to you, "Hey, have you been married?" Yep.
How many times are you gonna do this dialogue?
Right.
I'm telling you.
But if I'm on a first date with you and you ask me that, I know those are basic questions. But I'm on a first date. I don't know you. We're not there that you are privy to that information. You need to, if you ask a question,
to know details.
You don't need to know the details.
Right.
All you need to know is, have I been married? Yes. Am I divorced? Yes. You start asking me, what? Why are you divorced? What happened? What happened that you guys are divorced?
A lot of times people will ask.
People do ask because people are nosy. My response to that, and it has been, when we get to know each other, if we get to know each other on a second date or third date, things are great. Then I'll let you into my personal life like that. Yeah, I'm very weird like that.
He cheated. We grew apart. We started dating and got married at 20. I dated him during high school. We grew apart. There's nothing.
You shot his foot off.
I wish. I burned his clothes.
Yeah. Oh.
You burned his clothes?
She went awful, Angela Bassett.
So like every time he do something like I really hated, I burned my outfit.
Ooh. She went all left eye.
That's when you know the shit's over though. You just fucking hate people.
When you get to that part, it's definitely over time to roll out.
Yeah, no.
Damn, burn the shit.
I'm just tossing it in the fireplace, Tanya. It's
the fireplace. Okay. I'm like, damn, bitch, you out there in the backyard with the pile of clothes and what is that? That
starter
fluid. That starter
fluid. And then walk like this behind you and be like, right. Keep walking with your robe, but
right. And
that was the wrong person. It wasn't my ex-husband.
Skeletons in your closet.
I'm like, wait. We didn't have a fireplace.
See?
Oh wow.
Oh, see, so you was out there with that lighter fluid.
No. It wasn't
or in the bathtub.
It was my boyfriend. It was an ex-boyfriend, not my ex-husband.
But where were you burning it if you didn't have a fireplace?
He has a fireplace.
Oh, he has a fireplace.
Did you make one? Did you make a fire and put it in there, or was the fire already burning?
A couple times I made a fire.
Well, you made it for you.
Oh, she
but it was in the winter time.
Premeditated. You were like, I'm gonna look at this kid.
Did we
give me kindling? I need kindling. I need a paper bag like this. You see, stacked it up on like this. Put the
you need a big Duralog
like this, and put it on top. It's like, okay, it's ready to light, and this will be heavy enough to put one suit, 2 pairs of shoes.
I never did a whole suit.
Maybe like a shirt, like, this, okay. Like one of his favorite.
Stand back. You make the fire. Okay, yo, let me get some coals going. Let it burn down after about an hour and a half of some coals. She's like, you know what? It's time. Okay. Grab a pair of.
Can I hear my favorite ex-boyfriend story?
Yeah, do that.
Ooh, do tell.
So when I found out my ex was cheating, I got some of his golf clubs.
I think. Yeah.
What's that?
Yeah.
Oh, do tell it again.
He already knows this happened.
Okay, good.
Because this is what happened. So I had the golf clubs, and I threw them in the Charles. It was like late. It was like 2:00 in the morning. There was nobody on the road, and the cop came.
Chelsea.
Oh, really?
Girl.
So what are you doing?
The cop came. He's like, "What are you doing?" And then I'm just like, sitting there with these golf fucking clubs.
Damn.
You doing one at a time?
She's out there like,
because it was 5 kids. Some of them I did 3. And so I cannot remember the name of the golf club. And the police officer looked at the golf club. He said, he's going to fucking kill you.
Oh, wow. He knew.
I'm surprised he didn't ask you for the rest of them.
He was like, how we going to fix this? He said, how many did you throw over there? And I said 3. And he was like, that's $5,000 for those 3 clubs. So he's like, they towed my car.
Oh, they towed it? Why?
They towed it because he was about to arrest me for these damn clubs, right?
I mean, she was kind of, what is that, littering.
Yeah, right? So they towed the car. And then he's like, you know what? Where do you live? So where I live. Went that way. He said, she threw your golf clubs in the car.
Oh, he knocked on you and
everything? He said, it was only 3. He said, how do you want to handle this? Because she got a $500 ticket. And I got a $500 ticket. And then what else it was? I forget. So he had to pay the $500. Well, I made him pay the $500 because he cheated.
Oh, okay. All right. I get that.
So the cop said, are you okay to stay? He said, you going to be good? And I said, I'm fine to stay. And he said, is it fine if she stays? Because I don't want to bring her in. And that's my good cop story, too. Because
that could have gone all
kinds of
It was
2 cars, stuff. Too. So it was 2 cars. So it was like 3 policemen. It's funny. That's my...
Wow. Damn. You're savage. That's a good story. That's some good
That
shit.
was
You
funny.
tell.
How
That's
did
some
we get
good
on
shit.
it?
You tell the grandkids one
How
day.
did we get on that
Huh?
story though?
We were talking about disclosing all the information as
Oh,
how
that's
your
right.
relationship
That's
ended.
right.
Like, she's all Kirsten is all beside herself. The guys don't every time relationships end as soon as I tell them why my marriage didn't happen.
They can stick together.
He needs to wash his house.
Yeah. Oh, they're definitely together. Yeah. Who's the
Oh
next
yeah, I
one?
think they're gonna. I think they're
Then
gonna.
we did Ben and Morgan already.
Yeah, we did them. We whizzed through them because whatever.
We did them already
I think we did in the beginning. We talked about Ben.
in this episode or the last episode.
I think we did
This
talk about
episode.
this episode.
This episode we did.
Yeah.
I don't remember.
They
That's
had their
fine.
all. They all had their housewarming
Ben was
parties.
parsimonious. I said that's the
Yeah,
third
he's
time I said
parsimonious.
Got you.
And how we in the last one we talked about, or at least I talked about, how Mitch's plastic shit and Ben's money shit are almost equally annoying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a
Equally
good point.
unreasonable between
Mhm.
both of them have unreasonable expectations
Mm-hmm.
already foisted upon, their wife, no matter like unrealistic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She had something, a bag of something, a sack that she was eating stuff out of.
No, that was his that he told her he wanted to put his trail mix in, and the thing was just all dirty and nasty. And
Because
she
he
was just
is
like,
dirty and nasty.
Oh no, that's the wrong couple. My bad. I was
Oh.
talking about Mitch and
Yeah,
that's
exactly.
oh.
Yeah, because he is dirty and nasty. He don't wash his house. Oof.
Then
That's
we
too
went
much.
into Stasha. We
Oh,
talked
Stasha
about-
and Nate. I love Stasha for now.
And I said he was oily, slick.
Yeah, he's slick.
But he's smart enough to know that
Right.
she is better, not better than him. What's the word?
You said
She elevates him.
Upgrade.
Upgrades. Yep. She's upgrades his whole entire life.
Yeah.
so he's gonna stick with it
Yes.
as long as he can.
If he's smart, he'll stick with it because he'll probably gain. I thought that his end game, like he's not going to say yes, and he's only there for the come up after they all, the reunion and all that, and he says no, and then they come back, and now he's got his social media wide open again, and he's going to get millions of followers, and he's going to get some ads, and he's going to parlay that and just whatever and make some money like previous, couples have. But if he was smart, he'd stay with her because I think them two together, it would be more beneficial and successful after the show is over than if he were to go on his own. But I like Stasha. They haven't had sex yet,
But he did go down on her. Right?
he went down on him. Told the fellas he had his dessert or gave her dessert or something. That's what he's calling it. I have no clue, but whatever.
And then
We
the
have
giant beanstalk.
Ooh, y'all have to watch the after party and see just to see Justin's outfit. He had on Kelly green vest, pants, a big wide tie, and some white sneakers, and it was
A mess.
a hot mess.
A hot mess. Where does he get his clothes?
I don't know.
I'm sure he has to get them specially made. Because,
Jack and the
He ain't
Beanstalk.
that specially made.
A store name like Jack and the Beanstalk or something. You know what I mean?
Like I said, all he needed was the little bowl hat, and he could have been like the Lucky Charms, frosted Lucky Charms. Anyway,
he does look like a giant Jiminy Cricket.
Yeah.
A giant black Jiminy Cricket.
No, he looked like a green mantis.
A praying mantis?
oh, he sure did look like one of them praying mantis that you see on the trees
Yeah.
with the legs and the arms, because he's all leg and arm. Yeah, you got that one there, Shahida. Look, I'm glad. I said it last time. I'm glad that Justin found what's the dog's name? Naya.
Norman, right?
No, that's Alexis's dog. I think Justin's dog's name is Maya.
Oh yeah, it is Maya.
So I'm just glad that Maya, if Maya is still aggressive after these 2 weeks, that she's gonna go to his best friend and not be just given away or surrendered. Like I said earlier, when he first brought that dog to that little training school, I was like, where the hell is Sarah McLachlan? Because I thought that was a dog mill that in the arms of the angel. That I would have never. I would have never left my dog there if I saw all them dogs in that outdoor cage barking and shit.
You said there's a pencil stuck in it.
There's a pencil in the kitten's head. Puppies in a cup. Oh, they don't have their feet. Hi, I'm Wet Lady. 15,000 kittens are stabbed with pencils in the head.
That was a classic scene of what was it? Patrice O'Neal.
Yeah. And then she just wants an excuse to.
Yeah, she's not into him anymore.
She just wants an excuse to get out of it, and the dog is a perfect foil for her to use that because she's using that to the hilt. She's not gotten past that.
Oh, she's not going to get past that.
She hasn't accepted his apology.
No.
He can't do no right at all right now. He can't say anything right or do anything right. He can't even feed my dog. Why would I want to be married to someone who can't even feed my dog?
But then she's telling everybody she loves him. So I'm going to have to agree with you guys when you say she's just in it for...
I think she's just,
because I don't understand. I don't understand what's happening.
And she was so hell-bent on having sex. Remember, she kept saying, oh, he's celibate.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't want to be celibate anymore.
He showed on. She whipped out that wet dream real quick. She's always spilling his tea. She reminds me of Lindsay. Like, no filter. Why are you around people and talking about, all you have to do is say, oh, he's ready. But, we haven't consummated the marriage yet. And shut your damn mouth. Why do you have to, he every morning it's a wet dream. He gets up out of bed, a wet dream. Tacky. That's all I gotta say. She ain't into him. She was talking to her sister. And
he's going to say yes at the end.
Like you said,
and
he's going to.
And when she breaks his heart and says no, he's going to be like, baby, please.
Act it out.
He's going to be like, baby, please. I love you. Don't you know that I can't live?
Oh, yeah.
And
splash some water. I tell you, if there's one thing that man knows how to do is cry on cue. He would be a great actor. I mean, an emotional actor.
Yeah.
They're not going to make it. And you're right. He'll be begging her or he'll be slumped over in the fetal position when she says hell to the no. I don't want to be married to you.
She's going to.
Oh, she is. If she makes it to the decision date, we shall see.
She will for her own little.
Yeah, I think she'll hold out.
Yeah.
True.
Because they seem to really love staying in these apartments.
Yeah.
I tell you what, I would hate to be a resident of that apartment building because unless they have a wing or a couple of floors that they're not around the actual residents, that shit would drive me crazy. That's all I'm saying. Because that little housewarming party and they're out there they could clack clack clack. Wouldn't work for me. I'd be a Karen. I'd be like, can you keep it down? Jesus Christ.
Ooh, that
I'm trying to go to bed.
Came out, man. All that Boston.
Right? Jesus Christ, Mary, Mother of God. Trying to sleep. I do work, Oh, yeah. Total. I would be a total. I think we're good. Well, since we got a little bit of time, we might as well talk about it. We had a night last night.
Oh, yeah, we didn't talk about that. Huh?
You brought it up in the beginning, but we got to tell the folks. We'll put some videos on our
the
Instagram.
Hollywood Bowl.
Yep.
The Black Hollywood movie. Movie night. And they had people came in and performed for soundtracks. They had B.B. Winans, who wrote a song for Sidney Poitier, which was beautiful.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And they had Kid and Play came in from House Party.
Tanya was tight. Right?
Johnny Gill
I
came
used to
out.
love them back in the day.
Johnny Gill and Babyface, and Johnny Gill and
Eric Benet.
Eric Benet, Layla Hathaway, not Julie.
Jennifer Holiday.
Jennifer. Oh, they had a whole thing about Jennifer. Oh man, that was a good thing with the Jennifer Holiday.
Oh, Jennifer.
Like Jennifer Holiday's older now, but since she set the standard, then Jennifer Hudson came and met the standard. The reason why she won the Oscar. So Jennifer Holiday has to hold on as much as she can, and it's harder. But she came out and she sang from her. And we said there's only a couple people who could actually do that, like Aretha Whitney Houston
sing that song.
Sing that song.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Whitney and Jennifer Hudson, you know, and maybe what's the American Idol? Color Purple.
Fantasia.
Maybe Fantasia.
Yeah, Fantasia.
But Fantasia would
But
sing it. She could sing it, but I hate to cut you off. But Fantasia would sing it like Fantasia reminds me of Patti LaBelle with all that screeching.
Yeah.
Like they can sing, no shade to either one of them. They can sing, but sometimes the song is just like end already. You ain't got to start
So I'll take her off
screeching
that
at the
list.
end. So take her off that list.
But like even like Celine Dion, who has the most well-known movies, she doesn't have the soul enough. You know the grit.
Oh yeah,
you know what I mean. You got an amazing voice, but you gotta be able to sing from your black gut.
Yeah.
You know what I mean. And Jennifer Holiday did, and so she came up, and I was kind of like, okay, well, let's it's her song. She got the Tony and the Grammy for it. Let's see how she does. She's 60 something. I don't know how old she is. How old is Jennifer Holiday?
But let's just say this. Let's just say, all right. So everybody remember, for those of you that are in our age group or older, you remember Jennifer Holiday back in the day from Dreamgirls, and she was always an overweight woman, a big woman. Well, she's
61.
She's 61. Oh wow,
Wow.
she's
61.
I thought she was older than that.
But you know what? She was heavier back in the day.
But she was heavier back in the day. So when she came out, I think a lot of people hadn't seen her in years.
Yeah.
And when she
You
walked
would
out, there
recognize
was a lot of people like looking. I could hear it where we were sitting. Like people, there was like a gasp, like when she walked out because she was so thin. And I heard like a couple of people behind us were like, "Oh, she still can sing that song." So she, does it. I was a little nervous too, but then when she started, I was like, "Oh yeah, go ahead." I was like,
That's tough to do.
She kills that.
And it was very the way she sang it at 61, it was very tough.
In her 44 years, she had never performed at the Hollywood Bowl.
And you know who I feel bad for, who had to come on after her, because she got a Jennifer Holiday got a standing ovation.
Like
she
twice.
killed
Right.
it like twice.
Yeah.
And right after Jennifer Holiday, drunk, high, methed out Macy Gray
Singing an obscure Prince song,
sang-
which I loved. I love
But
that
of
song.
all the catalog,
I
all right.
love it.
So here's the thing: they had this wonderful. I mean, there was an orchestra, and they played the Venus de Milo from Under the Cherry Moon, right?
The Prince
Which was an instrumental, and it was beautiful. And they showed like a montage on the screen of Prince in all of his movies and his music videos and what have you. It was beautiful. After that, pay tribute to Prince, the incomparable Macy Gray. And I'm like, what the fuck? If any, you pick all the artists in the world. Here we are in Los Angeles, Hollywood, I guess. And it's like, why Macy Gray? And she looked high.
I liked it.
Drunk, awesome, hallucinogenic or something. And everybody in the audience was just kind of like looking at her like, I know I gotta follow Jennifer Holiday. And I'm like, yeah, so you better kill it. But then she goes to sing a song of Prince that I think the only one that had heard of that song was this one, because he was singing it word for word. And I'm like,
man's life, he gets tired of fooling around.
you should have went up there and sang it, because you sound better than she was like,
I liked her rendition of it.
oh, her rendition was horrible.
I said
God,
I said I would like to see her do a whole album of Prince songs.
yeah, you did, and I was like, dude, get off of the end of,
So good.
That's all I can. When she was saying,
I liked her.
that was the first time during that whole entire show that I actually was sitting there quiet as a mouse, because I'm looking at her and I'm like, I even took a video of it and then I deleted it because I was like, oh hell no, I don't want to be reminded of this fuckery. She was just like,
I thought it was really good. I liked it.
and then she sang
Oh, we forgot Warren G was on there too.
oh yeah, Warren G killed it. And I was a little disappointed because I'm like, he's in
You know who I thought
home backyard.
was
I was
gonna
with
come
the
out?
Snoop.
Who?
When they said Warren G, the guy with the long blonde hair, and I could not connect who this person was.
What long hair?
Oh, you talking about
Yeah,
it's not Warren G. Come on, man. It's the other
right?
one.
he plays the piano, right?
Ooh.
Piano.
Willie Yankovic?
He plays the piano.
Why would we be there at the Black movie
He's
soundtrack
long hair.
show?
But he's a white guy.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, piano. It's not like
White
Kenny
long hair.
Loggins or something. But
Oh, you meant Michael McDonald because he did the I keep forget we're
Yeah.
not because when they
I
did
thought
that,
that
that was an
coming
epic
out.
question.
When they
Oh,
said
you gotta pull
Warren
that up.
G.
All right, Chris got the video of Mason Green.
She gets tired, fooling around me, juggling in hearts, in a three-ring circus, some may travel body down to the ground. I never imagined that love would rain on me and make me wanna settle down.
Sounds like Bob Dylan, for God's sake.
I think I do.
Hey, is it a Jew? Skibbity doobity Jew.
Baby, if you do.
All right, you're killing it.
Okay, yeah, you are killing my eardrums right now. And
I
then
love
she
that song.
did sing, what was the other one? Take Me With You from Prince,
That
which
was good.
she did good. I'll give her that. But that song right there, I'm sorry, I love you, but no, that wasn't the lick for that. Mm-mm.
All right.
Then, what else?
Stevie Wonder came out,
No, he didn't.
and all the old Jays came back from jail.
The Temptations with
Yeah, I was like-
who was the original lead singer? David
Ruffin.
Ruffin. Yeah, they dusted him off and brought him back.
Is he the one that said, "Ain't nobody come to see you, Otis"? Is that David Ruffin?
Ain't nobody coming to see you, Otis. Yeah,
That was him.
that's what. Yeah, that was David Ruffin. It was overall a great show. If you have it, I recommend if you come to California in summer, you need to. Am I very Boston today?
From the
summer.
California.
California.
In
In
the summer.
the
In
summer,
the summer.
and
Like, how is your accent so thick?
I don't know. It's crazy. Well, born and raised there, I guess. I don't know. It comes and goes. Go to the Hollywood Bowl, see a show, and if you can come next year, we'll be there if God willing, and I'm alive next year, which I hope so.
You know what's interesting? So you consider yourself
We're going.
from Big Boston.
Bostonian.
I'm a Bostonian.
So what's funny about being a New Yorker? Like I already have like a rub against you, like because I hate the Celtics. I mean, I hate the Patriots, and I hate the Red Sox.
I don't take offense
I
to
like
it because
the
I'm
Red
not a
Sox.
sports fan of any of
I
the
like the Red Sox.
local teams, so
Yeah, it's
I
like,
don't care.
I can't. I like I have a natural.
But your ass went to Fenway Park to see the Yankees play the Red Sox.
They lose.
You said you don't like the Celtics either?
I like the Celtics, but I can't really fully embrace them because they're.
Wait,
Boston
over the
and
Knicks, you could.
Yeah, well,
Okay.
I mean,
Shots fired.
Ooh, that's shots
the
fired.
Knicks are
Right
horrible.
there.
I mean, I
For a
refuse
long time.
I refuse being a Knicks fan. I stopped being a fan. I'm loyal. So I'm a Bills fan. I'm
Mhm.
loyal. So
See,
couldn't with the
I don't
Knicks.
care. You can talk smack about New England teams all day, all night.
But there's such mass.
You can't
But
talk to
I'm
my
an
brother.
asshole.
You can't talk to my
There's a lot of
brother
hassle.
about
Even
that
if
because
I
he'll
don't
lose
like
his
it, I'll
mind.
start getting offended when people start talking about Boston. Really, I can say all the shit I want to say, but then if you start talking about it from like New York and California, I'll be like,
Exactly.
But I think with the difference,
like
I think
that.
with New York and Boston, it's because they're so similar
It can
with
be any damn
their
state.
shitty ass attitudes. One thing I am gonna
New
say,
Yorkers do not have shitty ass attitudes.
some of them do. Please,
That's everywhere you go.
Exactly.
But I'm just saying, on the whole, people give New Yorkers a bad reputation. They have always been like super nice to me, except for you. Super nice to me.
Shut up.
Will stop and give me directions, get me on the train. I'm like, I think Boston has a much worse reputation. I think
I agree.
Bostonians are a little bit more colder than New Yorkers.
But I will have to give a shout out to the LA folks because last night at the Hollywood Bowl, I got there before these two, and I was just walking, getting the feel of the area, and everybody I passed by, they were like, "Hey, how you doing? What's up, sis? What's
There's
good?
a
You
lot
all
of black
right?"
people there.
It was all about, it was black excellence at its finest,
Mhm.
and black folks was like, I accidentally bumped into this woman. I'm like, I'm so sorry. I cut in front of this woman as I'm trying to go to the restroom, and I'm like, oh, I'm so sorry. She's like, no big deal. Go ahead. I'm like, thank you.
But the people who were trying to sit in the benches would not move over.
Yeah, they were just all them old folks were
Move
just set in their
over.
ways.
I think he wanted us. Because by the way, we had the 2 seats on the end, a seat in the middle, and then another seat. So,
Yeah.
so maybe he was supposed to be in that seat, and they were supposed to be in that
on
seat.
the other side.
But if he had all that, right? They had all that room over there. If that was the case, and they didn't want to slide down, if it were me, I'd be like, "Do you guys have really?" Especially if I was older, like they were older, I would have been like, I really would prefer the end. Oh, I would have been like, okay, we'll scoot you
I'd
over
be like, nope.
Of course you would be. You'd be like, I'm sitting.
Like, no.
I was actually waiting for somebody to do that to me on the plane. Can we change windows? I was already at the suite and everything. The eye roll.
No.
I don't do that. I'm not switching my seat.
No.
I mean, is it really that serious? I mean, that's a whole nother discussion with the whole, can we switch seats? I understand if parents with the kid or something, but I still wouldn't do it
seat.
because I'd be like, buy the seat. I have never once purchased a ticket in all of the years I've flown in my life and have not had the ability to go and pick my seat
Southwest
and purchase it
Southwest.
and get to the airport and
Southwest.
then get bumped or do whatever or have. I don't understand how people are like, can you
Southwest.
Yeah, but it happens on
I don't
American
fly
and Delta
Southwest.
and United or whatever. So it's every plane.
I'm strictly Delta, American, or JetBlue. I don't fly. If I don't have to, I ain't using any other airline. I'm a slave. I'm a slave to the game of Delta.
$70, $75, flying to Vegas.
On who? Delta?
And Southwest.
Well, look at where you're at. It should be It should be like $25. The flight's so short.
I never had a problem with Southwest.
It's like flying from here to. It's like flying from Boston to New York City.
A long time, but the last time it was what?
Like the flight probably from here to Vegas is probably because
Vegas
it's
for a 5 hour car. It's 5-6 hours in the car.
How many
no,
hours?
it's not. Because when I went to Vegas from here
I'm
before the pandemic,
trust
we
me.
drove from Redondo Beach, and it only took us 4 hours to get there.
4 or 5 hours.
Yeah, not 6.
To
You
New
said
York.
5, 6.
To New York, it depends on the traffic. Coming back on a Sunday
Oh yeah,
night.
that's true too.
Coming back on a Sunday night, everybody's coming out of
That
Vegas.
is true.
And you're in stop like this on the highway for a long time.
Yeah.
But yeah, so it's the same. But to New York to Logan to JFK would be like a half an hour, right? It's like only 2 hours drive.
Yeah, it would be hot. No, it's like a 3.5 hour drive from Boston to Vegas. I mean, Boston to New York.
What?
No, it's not.
Well, not for you because you live in Rhode Island.
You said how many hours? 2.5 hours?
I said 3.5.
Oh, yeah, okay, 3.5.
Yeah, it usually takes me like 3.5.
2.5 hours to get from Boston to New York.
No, it takes me about
2.5
3.5 hours to get to New York City.
It takes you 45 minutes by plane to get to New York.
Yeah.
So how the hell would that be like 2.5 hours?
Takes me 2.5 hours.
Anyway,
From New
we
York,
digress,
2 hours
y'all.
from
We
Westchester.
talking about driving to
2 hours
Vegas.
from Westchester.
Oh, who we talking about? Boston.
Westchester to Boston. It's 2 hours.
No, it's absolutely not.
I don't.
I've
think
driven
so.
it several times.
2
Yeah,
hours.
2
that.
hours.
But anyway, folks.
So are you coming up on the Amherst side?
Anyway, great. I'm looking at it.
We gotta get out of here. Dinner's time's upon us, and I got to get to gone.
Pizza, pizza, pizza.
Anyway, this time next week, we'll be right back at our regular spots unless my Powerball hits or something hits, and then I'm gonna go home to collect my items and move back. Anyway, it's been real, y'all. We'll see y'all next week. Do 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 do.